today I'm going to talk about the D'Amico dash cam setup with front and rear cameras. I'll give you a quick little overview on this amazing dash cam setup that I discovered. Somebody posted a link to it on one of the Facebook groups, and I checked it out and said, for 110 bucks, it can't be as good as people are saying it is. The reviews were incredible. The pictures didn't seem realistic, and so I decided, you know, 110 bucks, I'm gonna give this thing a shot. I will send a link to the product down in the description below so you can check it out for yourself. But yeah, this is a really cool setup. The big reason that you may want to get a dash cam, well, there's two reasons that you should have a dash cam. I feel like if you're a Jeep owner, well, first of all, every car should have a dash cam. You're gonna have insurance issues if you're ever in an accident, and it's really good to make sure you can prove that you are not at fault. A dash cam will definitely help you with that. Second of all, if you modify your Jeep and put larger tires on it like I have, one of the things that's going to happen is as that rear tire grows and fills up more of that back window, you're going to have a hard time seeing out that rear window behind you. If you have a Jeep with a backup camera, that certainly helps, but not all of the Jeeps do. Mine does not. Of course, Bluebicon started off life as a sport, so I have this standard little 130 radio that comes with the basic package Jeeps, so I do not have a way to see behind me over that giant rear view tire. And so I decided to give this two camera system a try. So let me show you kind of what it looks like. Well, as we kind of come in here and take a look in the Bluebicon, you will see that it appears that I just have a standard rear view mirror up here. You know, nice and shiny. However, what you will notice is that I got a couple of wires coming out the top there. So one of those wires is our power wire. I've got that hardwired into my fuse box. So that power wire will kick the dash cam on when you turn the key into the on position in the ignition. And the other wire is the feed wire to the rear camera. But where's the front camera, you might ask? Well, you kind of come around here and take a look in front. That is our front camera, and it is a fisheye or a chameleon style camera. Really hard to get this here with the glare. From the back, how there's these two little rubber straps that could just kind of they're tension straps. You can set the tightness and the tension of them, and they just strap around your existing rear view mirror. So installing this thing literally takes just a few seconds. And once it is installed, we've got it kind of sitting right there. And it does appear to just be a standard rear view mirror. So when it is off, it's got the mirrored image. Now, when I put the key in the ignition and turn it on, this is where the fun happens. So the camera screen will light up, very bright, and it is now recording. You'll see this little flashing red dot here that lets you know that you're recording. And this is the view of the bush. The bush is not actually behind the Jeep. The tailgate is open. So we're kind of looking at a side view right now of the Jeep. Now the cool thing about this is a full touch screen system. Again, for 110 bucks, I was not expecting that. So you use kind of a swipe action here to get through the different views. So if you swipe it from right to left, this is going to give you a split screen view. So I have the split screen view. I've got my front camera as well as the rear camera. If you swipe it again, this is going to give you your full front camera view. And you can swipe it one more time to bring it back to the rear camera view. Now there are also a couple of neat little things that you can do. Let's say you're driving around and you're not quite happy with what you can see because this is such a widescreen video. Maybe you want to see what's a little bit below or a little bit above the view here. Well, if you press your finger on the left hand side of the screen here and hold it, you will then be able to shift and move the view up and down. Let me go ahead and show you on the front camera, so it makes it a little bit easier to see. So we're going to shift and move the view of the camera up and down. Guys, how cool is this? Absolutely amazing. And we move back to our rear camera now. Now, of course, you know, it's kind of a bright screen, might be annoying for some. So the right-hand side of the screen allows you to press and hold, and you can raise and lower the brightness of the screen. Super, super awesome. Finally, all you have to do is tap the screen, and that's going to bring you to your settings. And this is where you can do everything from changing your video encode, H.263 or H.264 and H.265. You can change the resolution of the camera from 4K to 1080p if you'd like. You can change the audio. You can have button sounds and speaker tones, the speaker volume. You can actually even stream your media through this. I haven't tried that yet, but there's one way to do it. You can also set up your audio recording. There's a bunch of cool things that you could do on this. It does support up to a 64 gigabyte memory card, and I get anywhere from 6 to 7 hours of video on that on a loop. Now, there is a pretty cool feature on here. If you decided that you wanted to play back some video on this, let's say you're a block away from home, you don't want to turn around and come back because you can't remember if you remember to close a garage door or not. I don't have one of those cool Bluetooth cell phone garage door openers yet that I can open and close it on my cell phone. So what I can do is I can slide over here. You're gonna slide from left to right, and that's gonna pull up your video recordings. So let's say, for example, let's try this one right here. And here's me pulling out of my garage. And it looks like I did remember to close the garage door. That is fantastic. So now I can feel rest assured that I did remember to close my garage door as we're driving away. So we can change our video selection. So here's video from the rear. And let's check out some rear video. So here's some driving down the road video. You can kind of see what that looks like. Cars driving behind you. This thing does have a really cool nighttime sensor as well. So here is a view at night. Kind of cruising through the parking lot here, but you can see, I mean, the image is quite clear. Very, very cool. I mean, the low light sensor on this thing is just freaking awesome. There's the split view. And that's looking out the front camera. And then back to the rear. I mean, this thing for 110 bucks, super, super impressive. It's kind of hard to see how clear it is, but this screen is incredibly clear too. I'm very, very impressed. Alrighty guys, well, I decided to put together just a few clips off of the Dashcam memory card here. So this is the daytime front view camera. As you can see, pretty darn clear. Super excited and happy with the clarity overall. The colors are very vibrant, nothing's washed out. Yeah, super, super nice for the front view. And you can see the stop signs and the speed limit signs very clearly. Of course, switching to the back view camera, again, same thing, nice and clear. Big wide field of view, nice fisheye sort of wide field of view.
Again, the colors are very vibrant. The rear camera is also an HD camera, so you still get some nice clear video footage on that as well. Super impressed with the low light sensors on these. This is driving home around 10 o'clock at night, and you can see, guys, that the low light sensors are awesome. You can see the sidewalk, you can see the grass, you can see the sky, the outlines of the trees in the back of the sky. You can see the lines in the road, cars way back there. You can read the the speed limits that are painted on the street extremely well. All the lines for the bike lanes, cars behind you. I mean, guys, for the money, you just can't beat the quality of this camera, and you should pick one up. Well, guys, there you go. That is the D'Amico dash cam with front and rear cameras that shoot in 4K. Super impressed with it. I did notice that as I was going through some of the post-production on this video here, that this particular exact camera that I'm linking, they don't seem to have any new ones. I don't know if it's discontinued, if they've run out of stock. I see there's a few used ones available, but these things seem to all be made kind of in the same factories in China or Korea. So I did find a very comparable one that actually has a little bit of an upgrade from mine. It has the little GPS module, the little antenna, so that you can do GPS tracking on it, whether you want to track your movements in the vehicle, also track your speed, your miles per hour. You can do that as well. It's a couple bucks more. I think it's 130 after a coupon that's available, but still amazing value for what you get. So definitely check one out. You guys, you're not going to be sorry that you bought it. You're going to love it. And yeah, I'm not endorsed by this company in any way, shape, or form. I just really like the product, and I've been super happy with it. So guys, thank you so much. Can't wait to see you in the next video. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and we'll see you next time.